EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from uptown Charlotte. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18.
Stroud looks to throw on the first play. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
On the quick, right? 18. What's that?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He dumps this one off here to Hall.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
3rd down and 10. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Tony.
Stroud. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Looking to put a drive together.
19. Ready? Panther 60.
On the ground with a rookie from Auburn. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Got it.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
10. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Off the play fake. Edmonds. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 80. Incomplete. It's now third down and less than a yard.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Check, Panther. Ready. Hey, hawk.
They'll try and run for this with Wright. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Reload. Down.
Now a carry for Sanders. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
Hey. Bronco 80. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Wright's got it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Able to push forward for about 4 down of the 37. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
Looking to throw. Edmonds. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright. And he'll get about 5 here, so take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Come on. Set. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Richards. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Texans nothing. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Good footwork at the 30. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll try the left side. Jimenez. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. A give running right is Hall. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 51 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd down and 6 now.
Over. 18. That's it.
Up the middle they go. Jimenez. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. As Stroud now to throw. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Stroud to throw it. And down his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Noel from 13 yards out. And the Texans take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Looks like a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown. And they'll move it up to the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Edmonds. It's intercepted. Down the right sideline. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Come on.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Edmonds. He finds his man complete. It's Richards. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
70 Timberwolves.
Second down and inches. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Cowboy 80. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Back to throw. Edmonds. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Almost time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's a second down and 7 from the 37.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Operating from the gun. Edmonds. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On the double. Tag. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will be brought down, but a first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
They'll work the middle here with Wright. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
19.
Wright is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Stroud. To the left side, finds his receiver Noel. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down.
Second and 4.
Oh, ready. Tony.
Running left, it's Hall. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Here we go. Hey, team. What's up?
On first down, right back to Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Hey, team. What's up?
Throwing now is Stroud. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 4 receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Stroud looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
A final shot before break. Edmonds. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Come on. Hey. Cowboy 80.
Operating from the gun, Edmonds. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
60 Eagles. 60 Mavericks.
Looking to throw. Edmonds. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21.
21 apiece. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
At the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
All right.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Going to get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Straight ahead is Hall. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
On the quick, right? 18.
Here's Hall again. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 22. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. 18.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
19 Texas. 18. That's it. White, Tony. Hey.
Here's Stroud. Open man there. It's Collins complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nico Collins. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Reload.
They'll go again here with White. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go.
Now a give, running left is right. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Got it. Ready?
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
70 Timberwolves. 65 cat. 65 cat. Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Ready. Bronco 80. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's a give to right. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6.
Alert! Alert! Here we go. Set. 70 Timberwolves. Let go.
And they'll go right back to right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He's got it to Collins, complete. He still on his feet. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're... And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick six in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And that would be off target and incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
70 Lions. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Edmonds. And he's got his man in stride, complete. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Back to throw again. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line.
Ready. Hawk, 7 Pirates.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Richards. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Here we go, here we go. Broncos, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 79 Broncos. Warriors, 70. Dragon, 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Paul again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Across midfield. He's on his way. Breece Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Breece Hall. 76 yards. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Panthers 28.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Christian Harris. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
First down 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Jimenez. And a little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
They'll run on first down. It's Jimenez. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Oh, hey. 18. What's that?
They'll keep it on the ground. Jimenez. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. 3rd and 9 here.
Here we go.
Now a give right side. It's Jimenez. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go. Let's go. 18. Let's go.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
2nd and 4. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A gain of 9 yards.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Panthers, first down.
Come on,
First
come on.
and 10 at the 41-yard line.
70, hot 70. Ready.
Back to throw. Edmonds. He finds his man complete. It's Richards. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
Hurry, hurry, hurry. Check the Eagles, check the Eagles.
Operating from the gun. Edmonds. Throw out wide is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
13 yards down to the 13.
Panthers.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And it's caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Panthers 35.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes